Guys, listen, I realised in my last live stream I probably went a bit too far, but just understand the way that I get away with not doing anything bad in real life sometimes it's just by talking bad things, saying things that you would like to do. Because with me, I'm a very visual person and it gets it out sometimes. So I'm sorry if that bothered anybody. I think I had all of one person unsubscribe. So I'm taking the piss. One person unsubscribes, which is the same as nobody unsubscribing. But my point being is that it probably came across a bit much. But you just got to understand, I've been through a lot, and I've got two men in the prime of their life, and I'm just turned 50, sort of trying to bully me, and they can see them on YouTube, and it's a big thing at the moment to bully people on YouTube and try to threaten them and stuff like that. And that was what was happening to me, and because I've got my dog there as well. So I've just always learned something, and that's never be a target for a bully. If they come at you at 50 miles an hour, make sure you go back at them 150 miles an hour. So I apologise if it seemed like bad conduct, but something I've learnt with bullies over the years is, and I've watched other people as well, anybody that tries to appease or back down to them, it doesn't appease them, it makes them more emboldened. If you back down to them, it makes them more emboldened. If you walk away, it makes them more emboldened. If you go straight at them, you get to find out whether they're serious about the things they're threatening you with, or whether it was just something that they were saying because they thought that you wouldn't kick back. And I found that to be a very important thing over the years. A little bit dangerous, but go straight at the problem, because 90 to 95% of people don't really want problems. They don't, including myself. Most people don't really want problems in life unless it's just that right timing. Very few percentage of people that actually really want trouble. So I've found that in the past, if I race to the problem, most of the time it diffuses because you're putting people in the position of put up or shut up, and most people will shut up. Same as me. When I was younger and I used to run, a lot younger, I'd run my mouth off sometimes without thinking about it. And then someone would call me out on it, and I'd have to assess in that moment: am I really ready for a fight? No, I was just being a dick. I wasn't really. Do you know what I mean? So that's, with the benefit of experience, that's a position I try to put them in today. Do you really want this? So I said some awful things, but it's like, do you really want that? But the real point of it is, do you really want trouble? Because I know most people don't, including myself. So, you know, sometimes you've just got to hit people with that realism. Otherwise, they will continue to make you feel, what's the word, threatened, and make you feel like they could jump you or whatever else. And to be quite frank with you, when you show weakness, that can happen. I've seen people beating up on their own doorstep because they simply tried to be a nice guy. And when I saw that, it made me realise if anybody come to my doorstep with an aggressive tone, to attack them on sight. Not because I wanted to, but because I'd seen what happened to the people that weren't aggressive when they were attacked on the doorstep. And they got, well, one of the worst case I saw was he was literally made to carry his own stuff out and put it in their boot of their car. Now, you know why, right? And put it in the boot of their car while they drove off with all this stuff. So, for me, living around here and knowing that that's possible meant that I understood how to fix the problem very quickly. And that was when someone come looking for trouble at my door, I had to fake being a tough guy. And although really I was scared, I wouldn't show it, and I would act like a lunatic because I realised that that was my only chance, and it worked. People pick easy targets, so they stopped picking me. But I'm not really feel like that. But it's easier to if you can convince people that you're like that, they'll pick an easier target. Same as burglar in the house, right? They'll pick an easier target, and that's what I have to do with people sometimes, and I have to let that little bit of dark side out. Because otherwise, like I say, if you show the weakness, not only will they do that stuff to you, but they'll be back every week to do it. So when I do something like that, I know it may not appeal to people, but please understand that that's where I walk with my dog all the time. And if you allow it once around this type of place, then the next time I go there, it will happen again, but worse. And then it'll be a place where I either won't be able to go. Do you get what I'm saying? Or my dog will get, something will happen because you've let people take advantage by bullying you. So I had to do something. I know this place very well. I know the way the people in it work. And weakness, or kindness to them is weakness, and they will take full advantage of it, and then they will physically do something to you. So the best thing for them to think that it's literally not in their well-being to do that. I hope I've explained myself, because I did feel like I should explain myself to you. Tom Fury, Zero News, current day for now.